Wakundulu ya mpapa jameni.
But then there's issue of people who are injured. I want today to say that we should do compensation.
On June 1st, 2025, during the 62nd Madaraka Day celebration in Homa Bay County, ODM leader Raila Odinga made headlines. He urged President William Ruto to compensate families of those who died or were injured during the 2024 Gen Z protests, quoting as I quote, "I saw that during the national prayer breakfast, there were apologies that were made, which was wonderful. The people who died and were injured during the Gen Z protests, I want to say that we should do compensation so that we can have closure on this chapter."
Last year they were on the streets, the Gen Zs. I saw that during the prayer breakfast recently this week, there was apologies that were being made. The speaker and yourself, which is wonderful as a first step to reconciliation. But then there's issue of people who are injured. Some people who died during that time. I want today to say that we should do compensation to families of those who died and those who are injured so that we can have a closure to this chapter of our national history today. We want Kenyans to live in peace and in unity.
Sounds noble, right? But let's dig deeper. Last year, Kenya was rocked by youth-led protests against the 2024 finance bill, which proposed heavy tax hikes amid a cost of living crisis. These demonstrations, driven by Gen Z, weren't just about taxes. They highlighted corruption, inequality, and distrust in the political elite.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm here to address you. You must go. Ruto must go.
The protest turned deadly with reports of 39 deaths and hundreds injured or arrested. As security forces cracked down hard, the bill was eventually withdrawn, but the scars remain.
Today, an otherwise legitimate expression of the fundamental rights and freedoms of assembly was infiltrated and hijacked by a group of organized criminals.
Here is where things get murky. After the protests, Raila Odinga, once Ruto's fierce rival, joined forces with him. On March 7, 2025, they signed a political cooperation deal, bringing ODM allies into Ruto's cabinet. Key figures like John Mbadi, ODM chairman, became finance minister. Critics call these handshake politics, a move to consolidate power rather than address public demands. Many Kenyans, especially Gen Z, felt betrayed, questioning Raila's motives.
Haya yote tulikuwa naye katika mpango yetu ya azimio ya umoja. Na kwa sababu tunaona sasa hata watu wa Kenya Kwanza wameiga mpango yetu. Na hii ni kitu mzuri. Mimi nataka hawa watu wananchi wetu waunge hawa mkono.
Mimi na baba tumekubaliana tutaunganisha taifa letu la Kenya. Hakuna jamii itawachwa nyuma. Hakuna sehemu ya Kenya itawachwa nyuma. Tutazima ukabila, tutamaliza chuki. Tutahakikisha ya kwamba wale watu wa kisirani na hasira hawatapata nafasi. Ndio Kenya hii iweze kwenda mbele.
Adding fuel to the skepticism, Raila's bid for the African Union Commission chairmanship launched in August 2024 was reportedly backed by Ruto's government. Some posts on X even claim Raila received billions to vie for the seat, though these are unverified. His bid failed in February 2025, but the question lingers, was this a political reward for joining Ruto's administration, and does it undermine his call for protest victims' compensation?
Kubali, nitakuwa mwenyekiti wa chama baraza kuu la African Union. So wakakubali. Kura itapigwa Jumamosi hii ambayo inakuja. Sio? Mimi naenda. Si mimi naenda. Nikichaguliwa sawa. Nisipochaguliwa sawa. Sivyo? Si mimi niko na nyumbani kwetu. Last year they were on the streets, the Gen Zs. I saw that during the prayer breakfast recently this week.
Raila's comments reference President Ruto's apology at the National Prayer Breakfast in May 2025, where Ruto expressed regret for the protests, violence, and official arrogance. But many, especially Gen Z, dismissed it as insincere. Why? Ruto's government continued to face accusations of abductions and excessive force. With a 44% rise in abductions reported in 2024, the apology felt like a political gesture, not a commitment to change.
To our children, if there is any misstep, we apologize. Our neighbors from Tanzania, if we have wronged you in any way, forgive us. Our friends from Uganda, if there is anything that Kenyans have done that's not right, we want to apologize.
Fast forward to now, and arrests are still happening. Take the case of Njeri, a software developer currently in custody for opposing the Finance Bill 2025. This new bill has reignited tensions with Kenyans frustrated over persistent tax hikes and lack of accountability. Njeri's arrest is just one example of the government's ongoing crackdown on dissent, raising doubts about the sincerity of both Ruto's apology and Raila's compensation demands.
I spoke to the officer in charge at Pangani police station whether he could give her a bond, and he told him that his hands are tied. The matter is being handled by the DCI.
First, if anybody is charged of a crime, it is important that they be produced as fast as possible before court. Rose was brought to Pangani yesterday at 1 p.m. There was enough time to process bail for her. She is unwell, she has anemia. So far, neither I nor senior counsel have been able to see what she has been charged with.
Gen Z and opposition leaders have largely rejected Ruto's apology. On X, sentiments are clear. Many see the government's actions, past and present, as out of touch. Hashtags like Ruto must go and Fufua ICC reflect deep distrust. Even Raila's call for compensation has sparked debate, with some accusing him of playing both sides after joining Ruto's government. The youth want action, not words.
Personally, I feel it's just another headline moment because, first of all, it has taken this long to just get an apology.
We say that it is always good to have respect. We respect the young people, the Gen Zs, and we also respect the old people, so that we are all able to accommodate one another. And when we do this, then you find that as society, we are able to live well together.
So, is Raila genuine on one hand? His call for compensation aligns with demands for justice from the 2024 protests. On the other hand, his alliance with Ruto, the AU bid, and ODM's integration into the government raised red flags. Is this a heartfelt plea or a calculated move to stay relevant? Kenyan politics is a chessboard, and Raila is no stranger to strategic plays. The truth likely lies in the grey. As Kenya navigates this turbulent chapter, the demand for accountability grows louder. Will compensation for protest victims happen? Can Ruto rebuild trust with Gen Z? And where does Raila stand in this shifting landscape? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. For Maisha TV, I'm William Juma.